Hello everyone, welcome to our Customer Reviews webinar. I am Pearl Yan, the Communications Coordinator.
Hello everyone, I'm Evan Arnold Gordon, the Public Relations Specialist.
Hi everyone, I'm Maita B, a Dispute Resolution Specialist.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about customer reviews, the process, and from verification to what happens after. Then we're going to be moving on to value of customer reviews, so why consumers find them valuable, and then what do we do when receiving a negative review, and then relevant data. We have key statistics on BBB reviews by numbers and how much of an impact the reviewers make, and then BBB customer reviews versus other companies.
So as you can all see here, we have just a little comparison of BBB complaints versus BBB customer reviews. So as you can see, for customer reviews, there's no letter grade affected by BBB customer reviews, whereas complaints, it does affect it. They're both reportable for 36 months. For customer reviews, a business response is requested, whereas it is required during a complaint. As far as resolutions go, BBB customer reviews does not need or want a resolution, and complaints must seek a resolution. And customer feedback for complaints are negative, whereas BBB customer reviews can be positive, neutral, or negative. And there are primarily positive reviews in the BBB system, with positive reviews making 73% of consumers trust a local business more, according to Bright Local.
Okay, so let's get right into this. The verification process. Whenever a consumer submits a review, they automatically get sent an email asking them to verify their email address. If the consumer does not click on that link, it does not get posted, meaning it's not a verified customer review. We send extra emails to make sure that they verify their emails, and also businesses can feel free to call the consumer directly, email the consumer directly, and even call us to send extra emails to the consumer to verify.
So next, what happens after a review? So when we receive a review, an automatic email goes out to the business and lets them know that they have a review, and then we try to let them know if it's real or not. So they have 72 hours to either click yes or no to make sure that the review is real, and then 7 to 10 days the review will be posted.
So this is what we've kind of heard from feedback from consumers and businesses, that our BBB customer reviews are relevant for both consumers and businesses. They're transparent with expanded picture of buying experiences. They're proactive, so checking before you buy to make sure that you're going to a place that has good reviews, and engaging, so it's more than just complaints as well. So it's really about the customer experience as a whole, and according to Bright Local, responding to reviews is more important than ever, with 30% of people surveyed naming this as a key when judging local businesses.
Why are customer reviews important? Consumers use and expect customer reviews to help make purchasing decisions. They're timely, relevant, and they provide a first-person perspective. The feedback and the response builds relationships and trust between the buyers and the sellers. Consumers like to see both sides of the story, and solutions are more important than problems. The internet likes user-generated content.
Building relationships. So an integral part of customer reviews is helping customers and businesses keep an open platform, and it lets other consumers know how the business responds to reviews. So BBB is here to help maintain open and honest communication, both between the business and consumer. It helps foster an atmosphere of marketplace trust that each consumer is important and valued. So consumers like to see both sides, and typically consumers are less concerned that a company got a negative review. It also humanizes that businesses can be genuine and respond professionally to reviews, trying to avoid corporate responses.
So a question that may be on your mind, of course, is, so how do I handle a negative review? Well, first of all, don't panic. Do not panic. That is key. The important part of a negative review is how you deal with it. It won't tarnish your reputation. And remember, respond, respond, respond. You always want to get ahead of what's being said. It's hard not to take a negative review personally, but you do want to respond professionally and online as you would in person. If you wouldn't say it to their face, then don't post it. And lastly, if it's not your customer, simply check "Not my customer" on the review, and BBB will take care of the rest.
So here are some key statistics for you. 97% of the consumers who looked online for local businesses in 2017, with 12% looking for local businesses online every day. 85% of those consumers trusted online reviews as much as personal recommendations.
And BBB reviews versus other companies. So if you look at the chart, we see that Facebook and Yelp both have 20% of the most popular review sites, but we're actually really close to Google. So Google is ahead of us by 1%, but we're a close third. So we do want to say that BBB provides an opportunity to challenge the identity of the reviewer before the review is posted. So we're not allowing anyone to post fake or ill-intended reviews. BBB also does not post any anonymous reviews. And lastly, we don't post any reviews for which the consumer was compensated.
So the influence of customer reviews. In 2017, last year, 68% of US consumers said that positive reviews made them more likely to use a business. Furthermore, reading a negative reviews made 40% of consumers not want to use a local business. So that's why it's imperative to be open and honest. That way you can help other local consumers as well.
By the numbers. How many online reviews do you read before you can trust a business? On average, consumers read 7 reviews before trusting a business. That's 6 up from last year. A growing number of consumers read more than 11 reviews before they can trust any business. 68% of those consumers read 4 or more reviews before deciding to trust a business, and only 3% of the consumers read just 1 review before making the decision on whether they can trust a business or not.
And in the next chart, we have data to use from our Scam Tracker Risk Report. So do you trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations? We have a lot of different numbers here, and one of them, and this all proves that 85% of consumers trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations, up from 84% in 2016. 25% of people say they have to believe the reviews are authentic before they trust them, as much as personal recommendations. And you can see the only one that's not higher than last year is if they believe the reviews are authentic, and we try to make sure of that at BBB.
So some main takeaways we just want to have that resonate with you all is BBB has been a trusted resource for consumers for more than 100 years. No anonymous reviews are accepted on bbb.org. And reviewers must verify their identity, either through their email addresses or via text message, or they can call. Also, businesses are notified they have a BBB customer review and have an opportunity to respond before it is posted publicly. Businesses may also claim that the reviewer did not have an interaction with their business. In this case, BBB requests substantiation of their marketplace interaction with the business. We also want to remind businesses to encourage happy customers to file positive customer reviews to share their experiences, which also helps boost the business's star rating.
So again, just a couple more main takeaways that are very important for businesses to know. There is a 72-hour hold that is placed on each review upon submission to give the business a chance to view it and comment. Consumers must verify their email address. And BBB also gives the business a chance to let us know if it is or isn't your customer. And the most important of all is reviews do not affect the BBB rating. A separate score in the form of a star rating is calculated using consumer feedback.
And last but not least, before we get into our question and answer session. I just wanted to share our social media platforms with you all. So we're on 7 different platforms, and we post on Facebook and Twitter 3 to 5 times a day, daily on Instagram, and we're on the other sites as well. So if you want to check us out, we have more than 11,000 Facebook followers, 2,500 Twitter followers, and over 50,000 YouTube views. So for more consumer tips or business tips, we all have them on our social media platforms. And then on our last slide, we have all of our information from our email and phone number. And if you have any questions after this webinar, you can contact us and feel free to reach out. But for now, if you could put in your questions in the sidebar, we'll be here to answer them.
Just go ahead if you have any questions at all. We're happy to answer them, of course. So feel free to just type them on the bar to the right. Wait a couple more minutes. Okay, well, if you guys have any questions, obviously, you have our information right there. Feel free to copy that down too. And you can contact Tahira as well, who's our Consumer Services Manager. But thank you all so much for attending, and have a great rest of your day.